So Kaim, Mr. English, everyone, cracking on right now with everything and the movement that I should be the leader of, which is worth $10 billion. So right now, making it known more and more, because I was in the newspapers, been in a few times, but this was 3 years ago before the corona and last boxing fight. This is the Jewish News, Jewish Telegraph, and talks about the dream from God, boxing, etc. And it says here, I'm back with Jewish roots because my mum's always Jewish. It says, I was going through a tough time. My dad's sister was like a mum to me. I died. I was not happy with life. A few days after the dream, I had the Mogun David tattooed on my face and the word chosen on my neck. I think God gave me a dream as a sign. From that day forward, I told everybody I was Jewish. You know what I'm saying? It talks up, I've got Irish heritage because my dad's dad was Irish on his side. And I've got Jewish on my mum's side. So, the dream from God, the Mogun, that means shield of David, also known as star. So there's a text in 84:9 that the Mogun will be on the face of the anointed one, the Messiah, right? Also, the Star of Jacob, which is in Numbers, a star that comes out of Jacob, is also referred to as David, and that is like the Messiah line. So there the text is. So when me having the dream from God of the Star of David, going back to my Jewish roots and connected to the movement, which is CHABAD, LUBAVITCH, a very big multi-billion organization, and back to my Jewish roots, the night I turned up was the night of their big rabbi who died in '94 in New York, his headquarters, at 92 years old, and he was the 7th one, and he gave a reference that the Messiah, the one's gonna come, and he'll come from a star of Yaakov, which means Jacob, and the star's going to be the reference. So it was basically saying the star's going to come out of Jacob and the star's going to be reference. So in Numbers in 24:17 it says a star will come out of Jacob. In interpretations we know that's David because of the Messiah line. And 84:9 written by King David in Psalms, the Mogun, which we know as a shield of David, the tradition, is going to be on the face. So the rabbi was speaking, saying, look, it's going to come at the star, and the star's going to be referenced. So that's two, right? With me from Dream from God, on the night of his anniversary, all the rabbis were saying, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one. The Messiah revealed himself. And I've gone, no, get myself killed. What I was happy with by the dream from God, and back to my Jewish roots. And that was a big thing just to do that because I was a pro boxer at the time. But over the years, with everything I've been doing, going to Jerusalem, connected to my mum, the movement, because I've looked into it, I've understood. The big rabbi said, look, the next one's going to come. So we've got the Messiah, but at the same time, that means for everybody. But I mean, on the movement, which is a multi-billion pound movement, multi-dollar movement, in 2009, it was established at 10 billion, right? No one's taken over from him. Only he can appoint a leader. Only he can appoint a leader, like his father-in-law appointed him. With me turning up, also it was the night of his anniversary of leadership when he took over from his father-in-law in 1951. He said the next one's going to come. His whole campaign was, we want Messiah, we want Messiah. So in Judaism, we see things differently from Christianity, where they believe Jesus, they're still waiting for their one, right? But the movement, that rabbi was even considered the Messiah, but he wouldn't allow it. But he did say, look, the next one's going to come from a star. The Messiah's going to come, the Messiah's going to come. Who turns up with the dream of the Star of David? Me. And that dream wasn't just seen as the dream from God, which is big anyway. To have a dream from God, the Star of David is big anyway. It was seen as the reference as what the big rabbi was saying, that is going to come from a star. Now, there's no texts to say tattoos are not allowed if it's a dream from God. None. And it doesn't even say tattoo. It actually says marking of the skin. There's interpretations, because there is texts there where God actually says to the people of Israel to write his name on their arm, and that could be referred to as marking the skin. So there's interpretations. It's like I shall not kill, but then David was ordered by God to kill Goliath and gave him a stone to kill, or shown him where the stone was. It's interpretations. But because of the war, tattoos can be sort of frowned upon because of the Nazis numbered us. That's all. But apart from that, there's no law to say it's not allowed, right? There's no law which is enforced in that way. And there's no law to say that. It never says that you're not allowed if God says. Now, maybe for the others, you could say it's not allowed. But for me, it's a dream from God. Only God I give thanks to, because it connects to Jewish roots. So at the end of the day, in the old days when they used to mark the high priest and the anointed ones, they was marked with paint smeared on them, oil, as a mark to say they've been chosen by God. So that sign from God has put me in that position. That's why this is backed. Mother's mother was Jewish. So in Jewish law, because we're not just a race, we're a religion. We're a religion, but we're a race of people. A race of people. The Nazis made that clear. So I've got the references and the texts of making myself known. And now I'm going all out because I'm certified. I'm certified and I'm backing what the REBBE said that is going to come from the start. And that's it. He didn't say how he's going to turn up. He just says he's going to come spiritual and holy. He's going to, you know. And that's going to be the reference. He didn't say he's going to be a star and this and that. He just says he's going to turn up and this is what's going to be. And I match what he says. That's the importance of this. And that's why I'm the rightful leader. That's why I'm making it known. That's why Mr. English and any attacks on the Star of David is attack on the house of David, an attack on God himself. And Mr. English will personally deal with these people who attack the Star of David, who are trying to keep the movement in order for their own, satisfaction and ways, which is wrong, because really and truly I'm the rightful leader and I'm making it known. Mr. English is making it known. And as we say, the language of angels, the name English means angel. So the language of angels, Mr. English is saying, I'm coming. And like the Bible said, he's going to come and it's not going to be what you think. Stay tuned, stay ready, Mr. English, the White Tiger, keeping it real, keeping it kosher.